Bok Radio.
Play me the song.
Ook op Bok TV.
Bekende Australiese roots musikant Xavier Rudd gaan Suid-Afrikaanse gehore weer betower terwyl hy sy derde toer deur die land in 2024 onderneem. Bekend vir sy sielvolle en aardse klank tree Rudd in 3 groot stede, Durban, Johannesburg, Kaapstad Vrydag 23 Februarie 2024 by Kirstenbosch Botaniese Tuine. Met 'n loopbaan wat oor 2 dekades strek, het Xavier Rudd homself gevestig as 'n unieke in die wêreld van roots musiek. Sy musiek is nie net 'n melodiese ervaring nie, maar 'n geestelike reis gewortel in sy diep verbintenis met die aarde en sy voorvaardelike lyne. Sy liedjies vier meer gemeenskap, kultuur en die menslike verbintenis met die planeet. Word hy geïnspireer deur die medisyne van musiek. Xavier Rudd, good day and welcome to Bok Radio.
Thanks, man. It's an amazing language.
Thank you, Afrikaans. We love Afrikaans.
Yeah, it's wild.
Do you understand Afrikaans?
I was trying to understand a little bit while you were talking there, but it's hard.
Okay, all right. Well, welcome to Bok Radio. Thank you for taking the time. And as I said to you off air, lovely background. Like you said, that's your garden.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I live in the bush here, so there's plenty of stuff going on.
Your sanctuary. Now, for the for the Bok Radio listeners still getting to know you, and I'd like to ask them, where have they been? But we'd like to get a bit closer and get to know you better anyway. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
All right, so let's shoot. So before launching your solo career, you began playing music as part of the band Xavier and the Hum. You drew inspiration from artists such as Leo Kotke. Is that pronounced correctly?
Yep.
All right. So Ben Harper and Natalie Merchant and the multi-instrumentalist David Luntley, as well as music from diverse sources such as Hawaiian and Native American music. Your songs incorporate socially and conscious themes such as spirituality, humanity, and the rights of Indigenous Australians. Where did your love for earth music come from? You're extremely grounded and earthly.
I think it just comes from how I grew up. You know, like I grew up on the coast, in a very small town out in the bush. I spent a lot of my time, cruising around a motorbike and a dog, and I'd cruise around on that out in the bush, and then surfing in the ocean, and a lot of time on my own. And I guess I used to sing little songs about what was happening around me, and so I was kind of like immersed in that from when I was a kid. And I love the outdoors, and I love our earth, and I respect it, and I write and sing about it. So it's always been the same. It's just kind of what I get off on.
You consider yourself a free spirit. What does it do to your spirit? What is happening to the world? What the humans are doing to the world at the moment? What does it make you feel?
Look, there's human struggle all over the planet. We all, I think all humans got displaced. Every culture around the world got knocked off their rails at some point. And I think we're all a product of our ancestors and what we've come from, and we're all constantly healing. And it takes work and it takes support, and it's not easy being a human being. We all struggle in different ways, especially these days with our minds and the way that life is. And there's a lot of struggle around the world. So I feel like the earth is okay. I feel like the earth is much bigger than us, and although I don't agree with the way that that we suck the earth dry of its resources. I think the earth's okay, and humans are just getting by. So I just feel kind of grateful that I can have a job where I can shine a little bit of light, and create a forum where people can sort of let go of um, the shit that they're carrying for an hour or two, and feel like everybody's equal, and just celebrate the essence of music, which is one of the oldest things we've done on the planet since the beginning of time. Next to childbirth, I think
Yeah.
music is probably one of the most natural things that we can sort of embrace and share with each other. So I feel very honored to be able to do that, and in that said, I take my job really seriously, and I try and deliver that music with the best intentions and keep my ego out of it.
Wonderful, and of course, being able to express yourself is very important. Now
Yeah.
you were in Canada when 9/11 happened, following the song 12 September. Tell us about that time and the song.
Yeah, well, I wrote it the next day, hence the name. But yeah, I remember waking up and my kids were asleep. We were traveling over there at the time, and I saw that second plane hit the building on the news, and I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea. I was in shock like everyone else, and I just felt sick. I just felt sick. I think everybody did. It was
Yeah.
just a sickening feeling, and that song 12th of September was kind of just a direct reflection of how I was feeling at the time. Like, what's going on, and basically that nothing's really the same now.
Yeah.
This is different.
Crazy times. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Spirit Bird, and then you collaborated with the United Nations, but there's a connection with South Africa. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Spirit Bird.
Not Spirit Bird. Spirit Bird is a song that came from the Kimberley, Northwest Australia.
Okay.
I did make a record with Lucky Dubay's rhythm section. So after he
Okay.
passed away, I did a record with his drummer and bass player from South Africa, and Uncle Tio, the bass player, who's a Southern Sutu man. He lived with me for 5 years in Australia, and then he met his wife, and he now lives with her here. So he's still here. Andalay, the drummer, is back in Joburg. But those two guys taught me a lot about South Africa. I listened to them sing some of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard, those traditional songs, and speaking in Zulu and Xhosa and Sutu. So I mean, those guys got into my bones. I think that culture is so powerful that it really seeps into your bones and never leaves. So
Yeah.
I definitely feel like those guys are always with me. It's very special, South Africa.
Okay. Well, we are looking forward to seeing you in South Africa. You surf, of course. So are you bringing your board along?
Yeah, I don't think I'll bring a board because I'm pretty sure there'll be a fair few boards
Probably gonna rent
in
one.
South
Yeah.
Africa. Yeah.
Put it on the roof rack
Um,
of the plane. Yeah. This is weird. Now,
I
okay.
remember last time I went for a surf in Cape Town. I couldn't believe how cold it was. The water.
It's very cold.
My God, it was cold.
Where exactly in Cape Town were you? Well, the water along the west coast is cold anyway, but especially Blouberg Strand is very, very cold.
I don't know where I was. It was a hot day, so I was expecting the water to be warm,
Yeah.
and I just about, yeah, I couldn't believe it when I hit the water how cold it was. But,
Well, now you've announced your highly anticipated return to South Africa in February, and it's going to be pretty warm as well, a bit windy, so it's going to help for the surf. Tickets are on sale at breakoutevents.co.za. Now, Australians have a wonderful way of showing affection and enjoy to laugh as well. I've got a couple of mates that stay in Australia, and I want to just go through a couple of Australian expressions and slang, seeing that we touched base on language, South African language. So take us through just a couple of familiar Australian slang words, if you don't mind, that we can pick up and use.
Okay.
So we've got "good day, mate."
Yeah, g'day, mate. It's pretty Australian.
But I believe it depends on how you say it, because "good day, mate," or it could, mate, come on, if it's a cop that pulls you over, it's got a different tone, so it could have a different meaning as well. Yeah. So it could be your friend, or it could be your
a cop will usually ask you how much you've had to drink before he even says hello over here. So that you probably wouldn't say hello, but look, I don't know. There's so many sayings. I'm having a mental blank.
All right.
Of
course, we've got Bri, you've got Barbie, which is
yeah, Barbie. Yeah, Barbie is our thing. We got you guys have Land Cruisers over there, eh?
Yes, we do.
Do you have Troopies?
Troopy, what is Troopies?
Troopy, that's a word for, like, I think it's called a troop carrier. It's like a big Land Cruiser.
Oh yes, yes, we do.
I think you think you guys have those over there.
Yeah, especially if you go on safari.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen it because it's there's a big South African there's a lot of South Africans in the business of converting cars over here, like full drives into camping mobiles.
Okay.
So it seems to be a big thing over there, eh? Off-road stuff.
Ja, is by Bulk Radio. Ek gesels met Xavier Rudd. Hy is op pad na Suid-Afrika. Februarie, ons sien uit daarna. Durban die 21ste Februarie 2024 en dit is by the Playhouse Opera Theatre. En dan Kaapstad, Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens. Have you been to Kirstenbosch before?
Played it once before. Beautiful spot. Yeah.
Oh, really beautiful. And then Johannesburg on the 25th of February at Marks Park at Emerentia. That's also a beautiful spot. Tickets available at breakoutevents.co.za. And yeah, we are really, really looking forward to this. If you have to pick one of the spots in South Africa, which one would be your favorite between Durban, Johannesburg, and Cape Town?
Never been to Durban.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to get there for the first time. I've heard a lot about it. I've met a lot of people from Durban who rave about that place. So I'm excited to see Durban. In my travels in South Africa, it's always been very quick. So Cape Town's beautiful. I got a little bit of cultural experience, went out to the Cape Flats in Cape Town, so I saw all sides of the place. Interesting place. Joburg, I went and visited Andalay at his apartment building, which was cool because it was kind of like real Joburg. That was cool. And I went for a run around Joburg and got lost in an area where apparently you weren't supposed to go, but everyone was lovely and helped me get back to where I was meant to be. And yeah, I've had good experiences. I know that it can be rough, but my experience over there has been very kind people everywhere I've been. So yeah, it's been really cool. I'm just really excited to be there.
Awesome. We're really looking forward to this. Xavier, thanks so much for taking the time to chat to us, and we are looking forward to seeing you in 2024 in South Africa. Have a blessed festive season. Be safe, love, peace, and all that beautiful stuff. And we'll see you in the new year.
You too, my brother. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, bye.
Xavier Rudd vir jou hier op Opkomende.
Check it out.
Wêreldwyd net vir jou. Bokradio.co.za